Ezra enjoys gardening. Every sunflower plant he waters requires 0.7 liters of water, and every lily plant he waters requires 0.5 liters of water. Ezra has a total of 11 liters of water for these plants. In the following inequality, S represents the number of sunflower plants, and L represents the number of lily plants Ezra can water. See if this makes sense. So it looks like, the number of sunflower plants is S, and he would have to use 7/10 of a liter per plant. So this first term right over here, this is how much water used to water the sunflower plants. And then the second term is how much water used to water the lily plants, because he needs half a liter for each of the L lily plants. And he has a total of 11 liters. So this sum right over here has to be less than or equal to 11. All right. Ezra waters 10 lily plants. So that's L is equal to 10. How many sunflower plants can he water at most with the remaining amount of water? Well, let's think about this a little bit. We have 0.7 times the number of sunflower plants he waters, plus, so we're going to assume L is equal to 10. He waters 10 lily plants, and each of them he gives half a liter to. So 0.5 times 10 is going to be 5. So he's going to be 5 liters watering the 10 lily plants, and this has to be less than or equal to 11. So we can try to isolate the S on the left-hand side. So let's do that, the number of sunflowers. So we could first subtract 5 from both sides. Subtract 5 from both sides, and we are going to be left with, on the left-hand side, we're going to just have 0.7 times S. So this expression, this is the total amount of water he's going to spend on the sunflower plants, has to be less than or equal to 11 minus 5 is equal to 6. And so now we can divide both sides by 0.7. And we don't have to change the inequality because we are dividing by a positive number, 0.7. So we're going to get S is less than or equal to 6 divided by 0.7. Or we could even write this as, well, this is 6 divided by 0.7. Let me write everything as a fraction. This is the same thing as 6 divided by 7/10, which is equal to 6 times 10 over 7, which is equal to 60/7, which is equal to, what is this, 8 4/7. So S has to be less than 8 4/7. Now we're assuming that we're only thinking in terms of integer numbers of plants, or actually whole numbers of plants. And so if S has to be less than 8 4/7, how many sunflower plants can he water at most with the remaining amount of water? Well, we'll say that at most he can water 8 plants. We're going to assume that he can't water just a fraction of the plant. He either waters something or he doesn't. So he's going to water 8. He is going to water 8 plants, because that's the largest whole number that is less than 8 4/7. That is less than or equal to 8 4/7, I should say.